All right, how's it going, everybody? Welcome to our new and improved, very exciting day of the Heights Garage's Shop Talk. If you're listening to it on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, we appreciate you guys. But you guys already knew this. You already knew this. We were working on getting video going, and that's exactly what we're doing today. I know we skipped, I think, a week. I believe we skipped a week.
Yeah, but it was because of this. We wanted to
exactly.
get this going.
It was because of this, and finally got the laptop. So as you can see, we got the laptop going. We're talking to people. This is gonna be kind of new too, because I figured, like, we're just talking to each other, and it's the same thing, but now we gotta. I don't think we gotta necessarily look at the camera, because
I was gonna say that's kind of weird because we always just talk to each other.
Yeah.
But it's a little different now because usually we go live on Instagram and people are, talking to us, asking questions, and I hear it's a little different now. It's literally just me and you.
Yeah. I mean, there is a live feature on this, so
like there's literally nothing else different but the fact that nobody's commenting and stuff. Yeah, that already feels kind of weird.
It's gonna be a little different. But like I was saying, we can actually live stream on this. Really big, real quick. I mean, I guess just a behind the scenes type thing. Obviously, we got the MacBook. We're literally running the podcast, the video off our phone, my 14 Pro. We got the Pro Track 4 from Zoom. And that's pretty much it. We got these mics off Amazon. Nothing crazy. It's nothing, too lavish, but it works perfect. It works good. I'm looking at the picture right now, and I mean, we look pretty good, man. We're looking good. And I just want to say, I guess, do your research really for anything. I mean, I was on YouTube, and I was just looking stuff up, and then I found this. I found riverside.fm.com. They're not a sponsor or anything like that, but they are where we're going to be editing and, I guess, hosting our video podcast. Well, we can upload it to YouTube, and we're going to do that, but without Riverside, I don't think I wouldn't have really known
we wouldn't know how to edit everything and stuff like that.
Because it's all here, and again, the same thing. The continuity camera on my iPhone is just straight from the laptop to the camera. Like, nothing's gonna be saved on the actual laptop itself. You could, but point is, we finally did it. I was pretty excited about it, especially the last episode you were talking about how people don't even get past episode 20 of their podcast. Yeah. Not only did we get past episode 20, but now we added a new dimension. We made it bigger and better.
Yeah, we got a video feed now.
So it's cool, which brings me to my first point. I mean, congratulations to us, to everybody. Is that it? No, hold on. Where do we at? Where are we at? Nope. There it is. There's our congratulations. Thank you. But now we need more money. So if you guys follow us on Instagram, either the Heights Auto Spa or the Heights Garage, you've seen that we started posting that we are mobile. We are going mobile, and we touched base on this in the last episode, but now we're full-fledged doing it.
Yeah.
All right, so there's a whole bunch to break down with that, right? So first of all, it's hopefully by the time you guys hear this, you still have time. Monday, what's tomorrow's date? April
20th.
April 20th?
Nope,
15th. The last day at Harbor Freight, their spring Black Friday sale, which I came up on. Let me tell you. I should have done one of those like stupid little Instagram hauls.
Things you can buy at Harbor Freight.
Yeah, things you can buy at Harbor Freight. Ooh, Harbor Freight haul. But I came up on some jack stands, the 3-ton jack stands. They were $30 a pair. So I got two, and that was a funny story too. I went and I got those jack stands. We got the polisher.
Oh yeah, big shout out to the boys over at the Heights Garage. Hook up the Heights Auto Spa with the polisher.
Yeah, we got a polisher.
That's funny because the last episode we had just came back from Harbor Freight, and we were talking like, damn, I seen this, and I was like, fuck, I don't have the money. And then on last Monday,
was it Monday? It might have been.
Yeah, Monday. It was Monday. I was detailing the two trucks right here in the front.
Oh yeah.
I was detailing a truck, sweaty, dirty, cleaning a tire and a wheel.
Yeah.
My brother gets home from work. He's like, hey, bro, I got you this. I was like, what? I was like, oh, cool. You got me some chips or something like that.
Yeah.
It's a fucking polisher. It was a brand new polisher, which is pretty cool. Appreciate it. And it was funny because we bought it. Well, I'm not saying that's why you bought it, but we were talking about how we were waxing your car. And we were doing it by hand with polishing pads and towels, the old school way.
Dude,
and when we finished, we're like, dude, we could have saved an hour and a half if we had a fucking machine. Time. So we're both like, man, fuck this. I gotta invest in a polisher. And the next day, you got me a polisher.
And not even that it wasn't good, but
it just took long.
It took long.
It just took long.
And it honestly, it could have came out better. Like, And not that we didn't do a bad job, but it's a polisher. It's a DA polisher. And yeah, but we came up to Harbor Freight, and we are gonna share the screen. Bam, there it is. So there's the whole freaking the spring sale. So it's their Black Friday on spring sale. View digital catalog. Let's take a look at it so I can show you what this shit is trash.
That's the one that came in the mail,
dude. Why is it coming out like this? But yeah, as you can see, there's a whole bunch of there's a whole just mess of shit that's out there. This is actually the polisher right here. So we actually got it for $40 complete. And yeah, so it's tools that are dirt cheap. Like I said, I got jack stands. The jacks are pretty good. The rolling toolbox,
purple Daytona jack.
Yeah, $530. This too, this icon light. I use it every single day, and I did get it for.
Is it a little magnetic one?
Yeah, it's a magnetic one.
You have a blue one or red one or something?
Well, I have a yellow one, but those are the Magnus ones, and then this one's from Harbor Freight, so it's the icon one. It's black. It is magnetic. It's bright as fuck, and it's $40. I bought mine for like $60, so it's a good come up. What else? There's other stuff, but yeah. Well, so I got my jack stands. They were like $27.99. So it's again came out to like $30 each. So I got 4 for $60, which is nothing. The ramps that I bought previously too. Shout out to Pedro. He was like, I want to get some. I'm like, oh well, they're on sale again. So $45 for these ramps, and they work they work really nice. But when I was there, I remember I told you I came back and I was like, dude, this you can get warranty on their stuff. You could buy like the 1 year or the 2 year warranty, and then so she was on the jack stands, and I got 4 yellow ones, right? And so she's like, "Oh, would you like to buy the warranty for it?" And I was kind of like,
how does that work with 4 of them?
With the warranty? She's like, yeah, there's a 2 year warranty, so if they break or whatever, you just bring them back and we trade them out for you. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. I ended up buying the 2 year warranty because it was like $6. But then she looked at me and she was like, well, do you want the warranty for both of them or just for one? And I was at first I was like,
I remember when you were telling me the story, I was like, don't they come in pairs, dude?
Yeah, they come in pairs. And then I was like, I got both of them identical, the same color. And I was like, well, thinking to myself, like, well, if I play it right, no one's gonna know. I could just buy the warranty for one. And so I was like, no, I'll just get the one. And she looked at me too, like,
this motherfucker.
All right, I know what you're doing. Just don't come back to my store. And it wasn't even the store I originally go to. It was on the way from home. So I was like, whatever. But there's a lot of good sales going on. I'd recommend hitting it up again Monday. April 15th is the last day to whatchamacallit, to go.
Sure.
But if you can, you can. If you can't, well, they always have other, little sales like that, but it's definitely a come up. Again, 4 jack stands for $60. I think I got a magnet too, telescoping magnet for $3. Just stuff that I need at my job right at the moment. But anyways, so we got that, and the whole point being is because, like I said, the Heist Garage, we are going mobile now, and a lot of people have a good amount of people have been hitting us up on the Instagram page, and I do have a number. I do have a phone number, guys. It's on every post. Like, it just makes it easier because, like, even when I'm at work, if I get the notification in my headphone, it'll say like, I got a text or something.
So-and-so text you.
But it's not gonna say they messaged me through Instagram.
Yeah.
And nothing against that. We answer the DMs, we do all that, but
it's just easier through text.
We have a business phone number. Who how many times have you DM somebody and they're like, just in general, even a friend, you send a meme or something and they won't reply till like the next day. So it's like a text message is going to go through and it's going to be better. So we have that phone number. It's 323-351-8879. You can make an appointment. If you have t-shirt questions, even if you want your car detailed, it's a business phone number. So it'll go to my phone, and I don't know. I'll try and find a way to see if I can like forward some stuff to Pablo.
Because I get DMs about mechanical stuff.
Yeah, exactly, and vice versa.
This is fun. It's every day. It's like, hey, Alex, so and so asked for a price for X amount of shirt, and they want this. And Alex like, okay, tell him this and this, and I'll go back. Or he said this. What about this? You know what, dude? Hit him up.
Yeah, go talk to him.
I don't know all these answers.
And it's the same
directly
thing.
to him.
It's the same thing with me. Like, oh, how much for a car detail? And I'm like, you realize I posted like
Someone else's
Auto Spa
post.
did it. Like, so, it's cool. It's cool or whatever. But we do have that phone number, so you can do that. You can text us for any business inquiries, and so anyways, we have that going for us. I made that post. Someone hit me up for brakes on an Infinity, and then someone on Facebook had posted up for brakes or for a starter, and so I messaged them too. And she was like, "Oh yeah, like I just, it's just something quick. Like I have all the parts. I just need the starter done." And I looked it up, and I was like, "Oh, it's easy. Like yeah, I got you. You know." I told her the price. I was like, $75 of labor. You already have the parts. And I know, again, we've gone over this a couple times, and I know people sometimes are like, "Oh, your price it's too high," or even that. It's like, I already have the part. Why are you charging me $75? And it's like, okay, well, let's break it down. Her too. She was like, "Oh, my brother's a mechanic. He's just not around. So, you know, I just need this and some brakes." And I quoted the other guy $100 to do the brakes. And again, you're not paying for the time. You're paying for the experience, because I don't want to. The convenience of it. I'm going to you for one. I am experienced. I got 5 years under my belt. I know you might not think it's a lot, but if you think that's, you know, every day, Monday through Friday, of me touching something like that, touching a car or whatever, and I've done brakes. I did John's brakes in in less than an hour. I know I did it in less than an hour, and it was just because we were digging around and talking. And well, John's got a big truck, but now that I have all this other mobile equipment, it would be a lot easier. So, yes, you might think, oh, $100 of labor just to do my brakes, and it's like, well, yeah, I seen that dude. He didn't hit me up, but I seen after he posted like a story or something, and there was a dude doing his brakes with a jack this big, like one of the old ones that Grandpa has. Yeah, one of the ones that Grandpa has, that blue one on the side of the house, one like that. And then he was taking the tires off with just a random cross tire iron. I'm like, you don't realize like
you get what you
pay
for.
That
you get what you pay
and again, he might be a really good mechanic. The guy he went to or whoever's doing it might know what they're doing, but it's like, dude, he's going to be out there for a while. It's not going to get torqued right either. I have my torque wrench. I have my impact gun. Again, you're paying $100, but I'm going to be in and out of your hair in less than an hour doing that. Like, I have the tool. Like, so moral of the story is, we got this laptop. We need your money. So book appointments. No, but that too, like, just to explain about everything. Because you too, I know people like, what, for a car wash? And it's like, no, it's not a car wash. Yeah. It's a full blown detail. A car wash is going through something quick.
It always happens. Like, oh, how much for a car wash? Well, first of all, we don't wash cars. We
detail these sons of bitches.
And then I'll tell them like, oh, okay, well, just the outside. Okay, exterior is going to cost X amount. What does it come with? We do, you know, foam cannon bath, foam bath, tires and wheels clean, tires dressed, stuff like that. Oh, well, that's what the drive-through car wash does.
No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't. Yes, but no. You're going to go there with mats that spin, you know, 12 hours a day cleaning multiple cars. They clean 500 cars a day.
Yeah.
If you're the first car that has ever used that car wash, go right ahead. You're going to come out perfect.
If you're the first car of that business.
If you're the first car of that business to ever exist, cool. But after that, it's picking up dirt from the previous cars and it's backing them on your car.
It's still going
and you know, with us, we get all the little nooks and crannies. We clean the chrome. We redress the plastic. We do your tires. Clean the barrels of the wheels. You know, the car wash is not going to do that.
And even that, when you go through the drive-through car wash, they're like, "Oh, the vacuum's free," and it's like, "Yeah, motherfucker, you still got to do it though.
Yeah,
you yourself have to do it."
With mobile mechanic and mobile detailing. You're not only paying for the service, but you're paying for the convenience of it.
Exactly.
And that's what I tell people, like, oh, why is it so much? Or, hey, I'm at work from that time. I can't do it. Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
I can go to you while you're at work. And I've done it for people before. For AJ and Ernie.
You head over to the office.
They're at work wrenching, talking to clients, and I'm washing their trucks on the side in the parking lot of their job.
The service trucks.
It's not. There's really no excuse for you not to get detailed, not to get your car work done with mechanically or anything like that, because it's convenient.
Dude, I would understand, and you as my brother, even I would tell you, like, what the fuck. If you were like, oh, I'm gonna clean the inside of the car and then do a wash, just the basic package, and you were charging like $300, then I would be like, dude, what are you doing? No, but it's It goes, depending on the size. Because
I start off at $70.
yeah, $70,
and that's the inside and out. A vacuum, wipe down, and then what I just told you in the exterior, the
foam bath,
contact wash, tires and clean windows, door jambs. And it makes a difference. That's what we do for our cars. So our cars, I do not take the time to fucking let's scrub everything down because we just don't want. We're just too lazy.
Yeah,
and there's a big difference from when your car's super dirty or my car's super dirty, and I do that basic interior detail, and it's okay, it looks way better. Yeah. So there's a difference. There's a difference. For sure. Now, if you want people hit me up for like, I have a stain in the back. Okay, that's when they get to look. That's a carpet clean. It's gonna cost X amount more. It's a deep because I got to bring out more chemicals, bring out more machinery, take more time.
Yeah,
and I don't mind doing it. I really don't. No. But people got to understand that if you want more work done, it's gonna cost more. If you were at work and they said, "Hey, stay 4 hours extra," but we're not gonna pay you, you're not gonna be like, "Yeah, fuck it, I'll do it." You're gonna be, "Hey, well, I'm not gonna get overtime." Same thing over here, and it's not. And even then, I charge you like $25 more.
Yeah, you just add on.
You just add on whatever.
Yeah, because that too. It's like, okay, you're thinking about it, like you said, it's an hourly thing, right? So you have an hourly rate. So if you know the car detail is gonna take you 5 hours, well, you gotta charge 5 hours, or you gotta charge 2 hours, 3 hours. So I believe it's reasonably priced, because even that at work, like the Roger was like, "Oh, hey, like your brother details cars, right?" He's like, "Yeah." He's like, "I literally just want like the most basic thing, like if any, like I don't even care about the paint. I literally just." How much would he charge? I was like, it's a Honda Civic, like $60-$70. He's like, okay, that's not bad. And it's a vacuum. I was like, yeah, it's like a vacuum and, the foam cannon and all that. But if he wanted to, he could add on to it. Again, it's his project car, so it's not where he wants it to be yet. So he's not going to be like, I want the full wax. Clean the engine bay. No, and that you could just break it down. But point being is that, number one, these mobile services, it's a big convenience, right? Like my brother was saying, depending on where you're working or where you're at, whether or not we'll get in trouble. Because I know, the city's a little more lenient when it's like a car wash.
Yeah.
And then obviously someone who's working on a car, there's signs. Chemicals. Yeah, there's signs. Like even if you go down Whittier Boulevard in the Commerce Center, it'll say like there's no working on cars. Because obviously the chemicals and the oil, it could spill. But even that, like if they allow it, I'll go. I wouldn't mind. I'll pull up to a parking lot, dude. Even better, the parking lot's got a smoother surface. Like they're actually kept up. I'd rather do that than on asphalt and a burning asphalt. But again, back to the convenience. You can be at home. Let's say you have 2 cars, right? And you're just like, I just need to wash one car. I just need to do the oil change on one car. We pop up. Hey, like I don't need any power. My brother does at the moment. This is the next step. We take your money. We got the laptop. Then we're gonna get a generator.
A generator for both of us.
But you could run off and do your errands. You can go and do your stuff. Like you can leave the car at home, or you can do any housework that you needed to do. Like I know, people mowing lawns, and I need to clean the house, clean out the garage.
You won't even know we're there.
Yeah, we're there working. You don't got to go somewhere. Though you don't gotta wait in line. There's not like a whole like, okay, well, how long is it gonna take? Well, we got 3 cars ahead of you. Da, 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 da. And even if we do have 3 cars ahead of you, guess what? You're like, okay, well, what time are you gonna be here? 12. All right, cool. I could do everything before that. Yeah. And then by it's just there's just so many options that I think people don't necessarily take that into consideration just yet. I do think it's coming along though, because there are a lot more mobile detailers popping up here and there, and there's always been a mobile mechanic, right? There's always that one dude across the street or whatever. But I think people just kind of need to take a little bit of a step back and think like, okay, well, damn, it took him, he had to drive 20 miles. He had to come, he pulled out everything from his trunk. And again, this all started because I did quote someone $100. I did quote them $150 for brakes and a starter. And it's just like, well, again, it's labor. It's something that I went to school for this. Yeah. And I chose it as a career. So it might seem like a lot, but at the same time, it's like I've already made not all my mistakes, but I've already made so many mistakes where I'm confident.
What not to do.
I know my worth. So,
all right, this won't work, that won't work.
Because even that, some other girl hit me up and she was like, oh, she hit you up first, right? She was like, hey, how do you do this? Like,
oh, yeah, and I was like,
relax.
I don't know,
do it again. I reposted somebody. So she like had water coming in, and I was just like, okay, that's too big of a headache for me to like, because that too, you got to think about it to do it mobily. Like, I don't have everything. So it's like, I take like not the bare minimum, but what I know I'm going to need. And even that, I didn't want to jump into like brakes or suspension, anything like that at the moment. I can do it, but I haven't done that like in a backyard, I guess, yet. I've
Yeah.
done some, obviously, brakes. That's no biggie. But like big suspension work, I haven't done that. I've only done it on a lift. So I'm kind of like, I kind of just wanted to start with oil changes and tire rotations and simple, maintenance, simple maintenance. But they hit me up for brakes and you can't say no. I was like, all right, cool, I'll do it. So it's just, I don't know. It's just take a step back. I get it. Again, I was like, I wasn't
where we're coming from.
I
See
wasn't
where we're
offended. I was kind of a little hurt. I was like, damn, dude, come on, like let me get this. So I did get an oil change happening this coming up Saturday. But once I saw that dude the Infinity that needed the brakes, and I saw that the dude was working on it with the tire iron and this raggedy old jack, I was like, I'm not gonna take it personal. He probably thought $100 was way too much, and now he's over here. So
and it happens,
hopefully it worked out
it
for
happens
him.
to me a lot too. People will post on their story like, "Damn, my car's dirty," or
Yeah,
"It looks fucking disgusting after this rain," for example. And I'll hit them up, reply to the story, "Hey, what's up? I'm a detailer."
I
Like,
got you.
oh yeah, for sure, bro. I'll let you know. And 2 days later, there's a detailer there, and they'll be like, "Shout out to blah 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 detailing, thank you." And it's like, well, what can you do?
What can you do? Yeah,
But it's like you say, you can't take it personal. It's like, well, they found this guy.
Yeah,
They didn't. It's like they didn't necessarily ask me for a quote or whatever, but they're happy with it. They're happy with it. If not, then I'll be here.
And that too, like the girl that said she needed the starter changed on her Honda Pilot, and then she wanted brakes done on her 2004 Honda Civic. When she said like, "Oh, my brother's a mechanic," it's like, again, I probably quoted her that, and I don't want to say anything, but like her brother probably said like, "That's too much. Like I'll do it for you." So again, it's not against her, but I mean, little do they know we got a podcast and now we're talking about them. So we're professionals. But no, it's cool though. I got all the stuff. Like I said, I'm gonna do an oil change Saturday, and so just making videos and trying to get all that going and getting everything else situated with this podcast too. So it has been busy. We did miss a week. I know we said we were gonna do one every week, but I think from here on out we are gonna be able to do that. Now we can.
Last week it was just we got it.
Hold on. Let's
kind of had to mess with it and see what works and how we're gonna do it.
Let's do this big premiere. But speaking of the dude working on with the little jack, I actually came across this video, and now that we have video, we can share it. We can do this. So if you guys are listening right now too, and you want to send us some fails or just anything automotive,
any more of those street takeover videos?
Yeah, street takeover videos. You can send it. You can send it to the Heights _ Auto Spa. Is that what it is? Yeah. Or you can send it to the Heights Garage, and then we'll kind of save it, put it together, and then we can show it. Damn it, I don't want to use that mouse anymore. So we'll go to screen here, which is pretty cool. Google Chrome doc, screen 1, share. Oh, what the hell? So put that down. So this is on Instagram. Found it. I thought it was hilarious. Actually shared. Can we actually get some volume? No volume? Damn. Why not? All right. So so we'll watch it. I'll break it down. So as you can see, the dude, they were working on this car, and Buddy over here that's pumping the jack obviously has no experience working on cars, but he was going by it, and he decided, oh, okay, well, I'm going to take the bar out from the jack because it's hitting people. And so what this dumbass thought, as you can see, he's pulling up right here. He's walking to it, right? So he's just standing there. He's all cool. There's dude here. There's a guy standing here. There's someone underneath the trunk, like in the back of the car. So he's like, oh, I'm going to take this bar off. So he turns it. He turns it because he thought, oh, I unscrew it. And so now he's jacking it up, right? But since he turned it, it's not giving pressure.
Not moving.
So he's going, oh my God. And when
that's why it's
again,
so light.
Yeah, again, we're going to figure this out. We're going to figure all this out. But he's pumping it. And the whole time he's doing it, he's all, I'm sorry. And so the dude's like, well, what are you doing? Like, what the fuck's going on? And he is pumping it like, oh, and the dude that was standing in the back, he's able to kind of like shimmy it up a little bit, and the guy is able to crawl out. But you hear it when it drops. You hear the dude just go, and like he's like, because it just got the air taken out of him, and this guy's like, oh my God, I'm sorry. And so the other guy, pulls up, and obviously he's like, oh, he turns it and then he jacks it up, and he's like, what the hell, what are we doing? And this guy's like, I was trying to take the thing off, it doesn't come off the pole. And they're like, yeah, but you gotta push this button, like the little pin.
Yeah,
you don't turn it. And the guy's just like, oh, and like I think like a family member, a girl comes out, what happened? Oh no, I dropped the thing. And they're like, oh my god. And the guy's just like, I'm good, dude. I'm good. Like, I'm all right. Like, you could tell in his face, he's like,
I'm gonna beat the fuck out of you.
Don't. I need you to step away from me. I need you to step away from me.
Oh, god.
And I showed it to the guys at work too, and they were like, because I think when I first saw it, it was on TikTok, so it was the whole video, and the whole video was probably like a minute 30, almost 2 minutes. So it's kind of like everybody one by one, they're like, oh my god, like what an idiot. So if you're that friend and you don't know what the fuck is going on,
don't touch anything.
Don't touch anything.
Even
ask
me,
questions.
I know the basics, like, this tool, that tool, whatever.
Yeah.
And when you're working on my car, your car at the house, and
Yeah.
you have your shit out, I don't touch anything for that same reason. I don't want to be like, what?
No, I'm checking to see. Okay.
I was like, I don't want to move anything, and the fucking, God forbid, the car fall. Or it's happened to us before where a wrench falls from the engine bay down to the bottom and it's lost forever.
Yeah,
so I guess I'm over here walking around eggshells, walking on the glass and
just
stuff.
making sure everything.
For that same reason, I don't want to tap something and then bam, the car falls down or the fucking brake comes off and it falls off the ram.
Yeah, exactly. So it's a funny video, but it's a good educational video of what not to do. If you don't know, like, okay, so we're kind of breaking it down at work too, and Roger was like, well, one, you shouldn't be like using the jack as a jack stand, but it's like, okay, we can get by that because if you're safe enough and you kind of know what you do
it all the time.
You can finesse it, right? You can finesse it. Yeah, you don't. I'm not saying don't use jack stands. If you're gonna use jack stands, right?
Much safer.
But it's gonna be something quick, and like, okay, I got this. You can use a jack. You'll be fine. And then two, the other Alex, my tocayo, he was like, not even that. Like, whenever I'm doing something, I take a tire off, I put the wheel under the car.
We always do that. Dad taught us to do that.
Yeah,
like,
Dad taught us
at
that.
first, I was like, whatever. But then you're like, let's do that if the car falls.
It falls on the wheel.
You still have some space between the fucking
on the wheel. And then that too, when I got to school, our professor would say, like, you can always you can always buy a new wheel, but you can't buy a new arm. You can't buy like a new leg or whatever. So I'm like, okay, yeah. Again, our dad told us, like, every time you change a spare too, you do that. So my tocayo was like, oh yeah, like I always do that. And I was like, yeah, exactly. They didn't do that, right? So there's another precaution that they could have taken. And then we were just at the end of it, we're just like, well, that guy's just an idiot in general. Like, who the fuck invited him? Like, that's fucked up. Why is he there?
You're by your little brother somewhere.
So don't even touch anything. Even if you're just like, I'm just taking the pole off. Why the fuck are you taking the pole off? Like, don't take the pole off. Just leave it there. But it was just funny, and I was like, oh, I got to show everybody. And we're just breaking it down, and we're breaking it down like we are here. And it's definitely an educational video. Don't be that friend. And again, if you don't know what you're doing, don't touch anything. Or if you're gonna touch something, ask, because it could have all been avoided. Like, if he would have just been like, "Hey, I'm gonna take the pole out, so like no one gets hit. Like, how do I turn it?" And they were like, "No."
Yeah.
Or they would have like, "Oh no, you just do this." So it was just funny, and I thought of that when I saw the dude with that tiny jack and the tire iron, and I was like,
fucking guy. He's the one that comes in the trunk of your car.
Yeah, exactly. So like, come on, guy. But it's been a kind of pretty exciting week trying to figure all of this out, and like we always say, we're problem solvers. We don't necessarily try to just like, oh, fuck it. We try to work through it, and this is what we're doing right now. So if this episode seems kind of not normal, it's because it's not. Like, this is our first time doing it.
Like I said in the beginning, it's kind of weird. It's pretty much the same exact thing we did before on Instagram, but now there's nobody asking us questions, nobody commenting on stuff, so it's kind of have to wait and see after read the comments on the YouTube after. Yeah,
and even that, as we get through it, I know we can do live videos on YouTube, but as we get it all worked out and kinked and stuff, we can that too. I mean, this is we can try and find the producer. I know I can send just the link and someone will do it. So they can monitor everything and we can talk to them and they can hear us. But we do have guests coming up now that we do have videos, so that we can go back and forth, and you can actually see these people. We might even revisit. I was even thinking of revisiting our old guest, so that way you can see them too, and then we can get more visuals. See what they're up to. We can get more visuals going on. Yeah, see what they're up to, and then the fact that we added you, so it's like, you know, both of us interviewing one person rather than just me or whatever. But it's kind of be a short one. 30 minutes isn't too bad. Ooh. So I do have another story though. So we're at work, right? So this, okay. So it all started, let's go way back to about a month ago, right? We have this inch gun. So it's an inch gun. So it's big. So it's to take off the wheels of semi-trucks, the lug nuts of the semi-truck. So it's that big ugga-dugga one, right? And we use it to do tie rod ends as well, because sometimes those things are stubborn. You're good. Sometimes those things are stubborn and they don't come off. So we have this big inch socket and we put it on. Anyways, it's by my rack. So every time someone does tie rod ends, I'm right there and I can hear them. I can see them. So whatever. He doesn't listen to the podcast, so I'm going to say him by name. This guy, John, dude. He's... Oh,
that's that dude that leaves. Tell us he leaves early?
He leaves, yes.
So everybody, all of Alex's coworkers, we know about this guy because Alex tells me and my other cousin John about this guy all the time.
And he's just, I broke it down. I was going to lunch the other day with Robert to McDonald's, and I was just okay, all right, hold on. Okay, so this quick little modern whatever. So we're going to lunch, and this fool asked the boss, "Hey, is it cool if I leave early?" And that Robert was by there, and then he goes, "Fuck no!" Like, what the fuck? And he's like, and then Robert was like, "I just had to leave, dude, because I don't know what else he had to say." Yeah. So, anyways, we're talking about that, and I'm like, that dude's just in his own world, huh? And he's like, "Yeah, that's exactly what it is. He's just in his own world. He goes, he's just oblivious. He has no fuck. What did he say?
Like common sense.
He has no social
cues.
Like he just doesn't understand. He can't read the room. Like we're just like, okay. So, anyways, a month ago he was doing tie rod ends, and he's there, and I hear him kind of fiddling with it. It's a big gun. It's loud, so I'll usually put my earmuffs on so I drown out the noise, and I can just like whatever. And when they're stubborn, those tie rod ends are super rusted, or they just don't want to come out. The gun will just bah, 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 bah. And I just hear that noise, right? And I'm under the truck, and I just hear bah, bah, bah. Oh shit. So I'm like, what the fuck? And I look, dude, this gun is the size of the table, right? You gotta two-hand it.
Yeah.
He broke it in like 4 pieces.
What the
It was broken in 4 pieces. To be fair, the gun was probably on its last life.
But dude,
but we were like, no, okay, it's just gonna stop working. Like it's just gonna
die.
It's just gonna die. 4 pieces.
Fucking physically
the gears were out. The anvil like broke from the one end, and so we're just like, what the fuck? And he was like, oh, it just broke. Like, look at this shit. And I was like, yeah, I could see it. And I was like, what the
bro, not me.
Yeah. So he took those 2 big ass pieces, and like the inners were all outside. It looked like a murder. Like it looked like someone shot it, and like all the guts were on the ground. So I was like, all right, and I call like the whole like, look what this fool did, and they're like, what the fuck? So I think that he told the boss, and the boss was like, oh, what happened? Like, just put it over here, and then we'll rebuild it. Because usually what'll happen is like you don't oil it enough, and like it just won't spin anymore.
Yeah.
So we'll just get him rebuilt, and he was just like. The boss was just like, what the fuck are you doing?
So, let me put these down. I'll go back for the rest.
Yeah, what? Yeah. So we're like, what the fuck? And my coworker, the homie Pedro, and like Robert, we're just laughing. Like, what is this guy doing? Like, what the fuck? So, anyways, bring it back to Friday, right? Bring it back to Friday. Again, I'm at my rack. He's gonna do tie rod ends, and there's a vise on the other side where we mount the tie rod ends. There's 2 different vices. This one, it kind of goes over, and so it's for the tie rod ends, and this one it's just a normal vise, like it clamps stuff. So Pedro's on there knocking stuff out. I'm doing the truck, and I'm over here, and John's talking to him, and Pedro's just like I just see Pedro kind of like, what? Like, okay. And so I roll out, and he's like, hey Alex, come here. I'm like, oh, what's up, Pedro? He's like, this fucking guy. And I'm like, oh, what'd he do? He's like, this motherfucker had the audacity to ask me, hey, Pedro, where's the other inch gun? And Pedro was like,
you broke it.
He's like, you broke it, dude. What are you talking? No, that he told him, oh, we don't got the inch gun? And that Pedro was like, oh, go get Gary's, which is the guy who does our balancing. And then he was like, well, where's the other one? He's like, you fucking broke it, dude. And then he was like, oh, my bad. Well, I thought we had another one. He's like, well, no, like you broke it, dude. And so Pedro came up to me and was like, can you believe this motherfucker? Like, you really had the audacity to ask me, hey, where's the other inch? Like, what the fuck?
You don't have one?
Yeah,
What'd you do to it?
What'd you do to it?
What
Like, bro,
happened?
you obliterated it, this motherfucker. But that's how the week ended. And I was just laughing, dude, because I don't know. This guy, like I'm telling you, he has no. I don't know. Maybe we're being too nice to him, and we do need to bully him a little more for him to understand. But he's legit just living in his own world. But everybody in the shop is like, it sucks. Like if you break it down, you're like, damn, you guys are assholes, and I don't know what. But no, it's like if it's just one of those dudes. If you were there, you would understand. Like the dude shows up, and again, he might not even show up late technically, but he'll show up exactly at 7, and it's like my bone to pick. It's like, dude, we'll open the doors for them every day. Like I open up my rack, Jesus will help me out, or someone else will help me out, and then this motherfucker will be the first one to leave, and it's like, bro, like
the last one to get here, last one to get here, first one to leave.
So everybody's just and that too. It's like this guy just makes the weirdest mistakes. Like who does that to the inch gun, and then it's like, ask like, where is it? Like you did it. Well, we don't have it anymore. So it's just, dude's just off in his own world. And then if you're listening, well, now you know. If not, and you think we're jerks, fuck off.
Wait till next week's episode. We got another story.
Exactly. We'll have another one. This dude's got a whole catalog. But thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for being here for the first video podcast. If you guys are watching, it's going to be on YouTube. We're going to find a way to get it on Spotify. I know there's a way we can get it on Spotify, the video as well. But and nothing changes. You can still listen to it on Apple Podcasts. You can listen to it on Spotify. You can listen to it on, I believe we're on iHeart. I don't really know if anybody uses that. And you can actually listen to it on YouTube as well, just the audio. There's our whole catalog of audio files is there. And then this is going to be the first video upload. So it's gonna start from episode 34. Our videos, so don't be like, oh, where's the rest of it? It's because they're obviously just audio files. So, but we appreciate you guys. We wouldn't be able to do any of this without any of you guys. All the support, whether you're buying a T-shirt, which by the way, my brother's rocking the new T-shirt, the new drops. I'm rocking our baseball drop, which is our hot dog hitter right here, our little Dodger dog dude. You can head over to theheisgarage.com. Pick yourself up a shirt, pick yourself up a cap. Oh, we have caps too. They're actually blue, Dodger colors. So do that. Support our brand, support this podcast, support our businesses. Call us, text us, 323-351-8879 to book an appointment. You want an oil change, tire rotations, cabin filters. Listen, everybody's coming back from spring break, right? I know your cars are janky now. Like
they're fucking dirty too.
You guys went far. Yeah, they're dirty too. Hit up my brother. We can do it on the same day. You know, I could do the oil change first, and then he could pull up that way.
Package deal.
If my hands are dirty and I not that I get super dirty, but if oh damn, you don't have to worry about, oh, I just washed my car, now I'm gonna do the oil change. No, you could do the oil change and then boom, my brother pulls up and he washes the car. So now you got it serviced and you got it washed and you're ready to hit the town. But definitely hit us up, support us. We appreciate everybody that's already supporting us. No more live Instagram podcast, I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
We'll see what's up with that.
For everybody that would watch us live, sorry.
Yeah, shout out to Dreadnought, who was always the first one.
Dreadnought was always the first one. Dreadnought, Alfaro, John.
At least now, too, we could probably get him on the podcast. That, too, if you would like to be a guest, you don't necessarily have to be here in the Heist Garage Shop Talk studio. We can send you a link through here, and it's like a Skype video. It works perfect. You might have to download the app. You probably don't even have to. But, yeah. Again, thanks. Follow us on Instagram at The Heist Garage, TikTok, The Heist Garage, Facebook, The Heist Garage. Head over to theheistgarage.com. Pick yourself up some merch. You can go get your car detailed.
The Heist_Auto Spa on Instagram or my personal Instagram too.
Yeah.
Both.
Same thing. Call Texas at 323-351-8879 and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. But thank you for everything. We appreciate it. And as always, keep it Boy Heist built.